Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. All right, now. Lock 80! Back it!
Here's the rookie from Florida Atlantic, Kareth White. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. Now a man open down the middle of the field. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
A gain of 15.
Think about some of the memorable performances that Ben Roethlisberger has had over the years, and one of them came against the Ravens. He threw 6 touchdowns back in 2014 in a win against Baltimore. And actually, now that I think about it, that was on the heels of a 6-touchdown performance in a win over Indianapolis the week prior. So October of 2014 was kind to Big Ben. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. First down, here's White. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Now Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2.
Brings up second and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Hill going to try the right side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Jackson. stepping up. He's going to keep it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
For a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
15 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Pittsburgh. I'm coming.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got him in, it's Brown. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
14 more yards.
Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Black 80. Connector. General West. Check three. Bang, 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 bang. Kill.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
And that's a good thing, but I wonder about mindset because you mentioned they had a chance to lock it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now? Even though they control their own destiny with a win, now because they didn't get it done before, will they be even tighter as they approach this game?
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Here's Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Cameron Hayward has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
I know it looks easy to a lot of people when you're kicking the ball. I mean, it looks pretty simple, right? Snap, put it down, kick it. But playing in the snow, that can throw off your timing just a bit, and that can wreak havoc, as we just saw there.
Well, it throws off the timing, and I just think it's an extra advantage for the team that's coming in to block it, because they've got a hold on the offensive side, and, of course, the kicker and holder and snapper, they've got a lot to deal with.
What can't be underestimated is the person catching the ball, the holder, and putting it down. You're about cold hands, snowy weather, ball can get slippery on you. It's a lot of extra pressure on that person.
And they're able to get it down, but a nice job to get in and block it. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He's got White here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Slant. 77. 5.
Ben to throw again. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Roethlisberger now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
This will be taken short. Shedding the tackle. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now it's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 28.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 20 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now to add the point after. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Got three down.
On 2nd down now, it's White. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Black 20. 48 Check me out.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Whip. Watch the roll. Twist. Watch twist.
Throwing is Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Jackson on 1st down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Jackson now. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Tucker's kick is good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses. And excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Big stop, let's go. Greystone travel.
The drive starts with a run by White. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they're going to start this. Drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They stay on the ground with White. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
180. Let's go, baby. Mike,
on 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. And they work this out past the 25. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Roethlisberger now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far, 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. That's complete to White. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Strong right. You got 3. Snickers. Switch gears.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
At the 20-yard line.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Start! Black 20! No foul!
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning this turn.
6-6, bullet high.
Get nervous.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for two. Here's Roethlisberger. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 21st touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, it's White. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Roethlisberger going to get this one to Connor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
He's checking. Jack 16. Crash. Watch the ship.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
180.
He's out of bounds at the 13-yard line. A gain of 10.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Back to you. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to mic the 48 right now.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30, 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. Now it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And they will take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Even. Jet, bomber. 22, Jet, bomber. Let it go.
And they take a knee.
Jackson on the keeper. A loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 8.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.